Our festivals, all our festivals of Sanatana Dharma spread positive vibes, give good message, and the victory of good over the evil. Develop qualities like caring, sharing, togetherness, bring joy to life. Every festival is attached to Puranas. Now let's see Narakasura Vadam. Deepavali is celebrated in remembrance of Narakasuran. Who was Narakasuran? Why did Lord Krishna take Satyabhama to kill Narakasuran? The festival which is celebrated regarding this is Deepavali. There are 5 Deepavalis. The first day we celebrate the Deepavali to worship Lord Dhanvantari. Dhanvantari is doctor for us. He cures all our illness. So we pray to him for the cure of all our illness. So we make medicines, that is legium, with all herbs on that day. That is the purpose of, that is why we are making legium at home, or we buy and we make it a point to eat it. The second day, Narakasura Vadam. So Krishna kills Narakasuran and the day is celebrated. And we welcome the goddess Lakshmi and do puja for her. The next Deepavali is we celebrate coming back of Lord Rama to Ayodhya. So people welcome him. The next one is Lord Krishna protected the people by lifting Govardhana Giri, the mountain. So we worship Govardhana Giri on this day. And the last Deepavali, the 5th one, is to strengthen the relationship between brother and sister. So brother visits sister's house and they pray for each other. And Krishna visited Uttara's house on this day. So that has become a practice now. Now let's look at Narakasura Vadam. Who was Narakan? Narakan was born to Sri Varaga Murti and Bhumi Pirati in Varaga Avataram. The king of lords, Indran, visited Lord Krishna when he was with his wife Satyabhama. And he complained about Narakasuran that he had stolen Varuna parasol of Indra and the earrings of his mother Aditi and some portion of the mountain of gods, that is Mani Parvata. So together with his wife Krishna, seated on Garuda and travelled towards the city of Brak Jyotisha. Now this is in Assam. There were 3 reasons contributed for this travel too. That is, When Indra visited Lord Krishna promised Satyabhama that he would take her out. Number 2, during Varaga Avatara, Varagamurti promised Bhumi Pirati, that is wife, that he would kill Narakasuran only with her permission. Number 3, Narada brought Parijata flower to Rukmani and Satyabhama became angry. To pacify Satyabhama, Krishna said, I would bring the tree itself. So he took Satyabhama out. So for all these reasons contributed for this situation. Now, the city of Narakasuran was well protected, surrounded by mountains and weapons, fire, water and wind. The place was fortified by a fence consisting of tens of thousands of tough and dreadful wires on all sides. Lord Krishna broke the rock fortifications with his club, and with his arrows he defeated the weapon systems. With his disc he forced a way through fire, water and wind, and with his sword he got through the fence, and he made a huge noise from his conch that broke the seals of the fortress, and it affected the hearts of the brave warriors. The Gadadhara, that is Krishna, he broke the ramparts with his heavy mace. Muran, Asuran, the 5-headed demon who was lying in the water, got up after hearing this vibrating sound of Lord's Panchachanya, that is the conch. Muran, the Asuran, raised with his trident and launched an attack on Garuda with huge roar which vibrated earth, sky and outer space. Bhagavan Sri Hari broke the trident with his 2 arrows into 3 pieces, and with more arrows Bhagavan destroyed his faces. The 5 faces were attacked by the arrows. Then he hurled a club at Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna broke the club also into pieces. Then finally Sri Krishna killed him with his weapon of Chakrayudham. After this, Muran's sons, 7 sons, they were feeling sad for the death of his father, and they want to take revenge, and with the help of Naragan, they fought with Sri Krishna, and they used all the weapons, but all weapons became useless before Sri Krishna. And the Asuras who all came with these 7 sons of Muran, they all died. They were all killed by Sri Krishna. Then Naragan came to know about all this, that everyone was dying, and he attacked Sri Krishna with a huge elephant force. And Naragan used the powerful weapon Satakni at Sri Krishna, but again that became useless. He could not do anything against Sri Krishna because Sri Krishna used a unique weapon which got wings, that is the arrows with wings, and Krishna destroyed his entire army. Garuda, on which Sri Krishna is seated, it attacked the elephants with wings, nails and beak. So the elephants, they were running in all directions and they moved towards the city. So Naragan was left alone. All his soldiers, they all died and the animals went off. So he had to face Sri Krishna alone. Then he used his weapon Shaktivel and he attacked Garuda with that, but nothing happened to Garuda. Then he was in frustration because all his endeavors failed. So he tried to kill Sri Krishna with his trident. But before he aimed it at Sri Krishna cut off his head with his chakrayudam. So the head of Naraga, complete with its brilliant shining decorations of earrings and a nice helmet, fell to the ground. And people from his side cried, and devas, the sages, they were all giving flower garlands. They were all throwing flower garlands at Sri Krishna. The Mother Earth thereupon approached Krishna. The Mother Earth thereupon approached Krishna and presented golden earrings, glowing with shining jewels, and a Vaijayanti garland of forest flowers. She gave him the parasol of Varuna and the great gem, the peak of Mandara. She bowed down and praised the Lord of the universe, who is worshipped by everyone, and she talked about his beauty and the qualities like compassion and accommodating everyone and give life to the people who surrendered to him. Then finally she says, O son of Naragan, is in fear and he approached the lotus feet of you who removes the distress of those who take shelter. So please protect him. Then Krishna placed his hand on his head and blessed him. After that, Krishna entered the palace of Naraga and he found 16,000 ladies, that is, the wives of the kings who were defeated by Naragan. And those ladies, seeing Krishna, and they all thought that God has come to rescue them, and they all imagined that they are all wives of Sri Krishna. Then Sri Krishna sent them to Dwaraka. Along with them he sent 64 white elephants to Dwaraka. Then he visited Indran with his wife Satyabhama and gave the jewels given by Bhumi Mata to Indran. Then he collected the Parijata flower tree and kept it on Garuda and left that place for Dwaraka. The 16,000 Rajakumaris, they lived in Dwaraka thereafter forever. And Satyabhama and Krishna returned to their palace on Naraka Chaturdashi, which falls in the festival of Diwali. So that day, Krishna was given a special bath by adding herbs and scent and oil, because his body was full of blood. He killed the Ashura, so the blood splashed on his body. So to remove that, a special bath was given. So that is what we are practicing now. So on Diwali day, before sunrise, we all take special snanam, Ganga Snanam. So that is because Krishna took on that day before sunrise. So we are continuing that practice. So Naraka Chaturdashi is Deepavali day for us. Here you find Satyabhama played a very important role in killing Narakasura. When Naragan was frustrated because all his weapons became useless and nothing could be done against Sri Krishna, he hurled Shakti towards Krishna. That hurt Krishna mildly and Krishna fell unconscious. This enraged Satyabhama. So when she in turn shot arrows at Narakasura, she was a trained warrior. She was a capable warrior. So within a short time, she could do that. While Krishna was unconscious, she immediately took the arrows and aimed at Narakasura and killed him. So the Narakasuram Vadam was done by both Krishna and Satyabhama. Why she could do it? She was incarnation of Bhuma Devi. And it was a curse for Naragan that he would be killed by his mother. And Bhuma Devi was told by Varagamurti that with her permission and with her help, Narakasuran would be killed. So all this happened. So the boon given to Bhuma Devi was fulfilled. So Naraga's life came to an end with the help of Satyabhama. So this day is a Diwali day. And this happened on Naraka Chaturdashi. So both Krishna and Satyabhama contributed for this Vadam. And you find this brought an end to a person of arrogance, greediness, and poor qualities. And here Krishna killed with the permission from mother, that is Satyabhama, to kill her son. So Satyabhama's role in Narakasura Vadam was very important.